Hello and welcome to Premier Study and Investing. It's great to have you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at Oncotelic, as you already know. And I was just scrolling through the investor presentation. This is Christmas Day, actually. And I think I'm actually going to sell. And I'm going to show you why, but a lot of what I was looking at was the phase 4 study for the ArtiVeda Arti-shield. ArtiVeda is the brand name in India for treatment of COVID-19. And it was interesting stuff, but there is a hiccup. So let me show you what's. So I've covered this before, and we'll look here, Artemisnin COVID-19 project or program. We have deployed Artemisnin as a herbal supplement in India under the name PulmoHeal. I told you that that's was selling on 1MG, which is a website, online shopping site run by Tata. I thought, okay, this is pretty legit. Also, I think Flipkart and another site. So I was like, okay, they do have sales. This is good, but let's keep reading. So in India under the name PulmoHeal, together with the Chopra Foundation and Heart Care Foundation of India, and another like supplement to combat COVID-19 during the deadly surge in COVID-19 in the summer of 2021 as a humanitarian effort. I really didn't like that phrasing, as a humanitarian effort. I understand this is not a humanitarian organization. Okay, so when I see, phase 4, I'm thinking that this was a real drug. And that was always my question. Is this a dietary supplement? Is this like a vitamin? Or is this a legitimate drug? Have they kind of been able to designate it as such? So of course, they go on talking about validating our RD19 clinical trial among the 120 patients in India. The larger WHO trial should provide a definitive efficacy, the definitive efficacy data for further development of the drug. See what I mean? Of the drug. So you're thinking, this is a drug, right? Well, but then I went and I found this on the Tata site before, but then I find it in the United States. It's selling $42 in the United States, Nava Fresh United States. You can even go, this is their site here, and 442. So +1, this is in the United States. What's the area code of 442 in the US?
Here's what I found from all area codes.
Yeah, so it's in California. And if you go down to the bottom here, they have California, Nava Fresh. If this was a drug, you would not be able to sell it on a website without a prescription. This clearly is not a drug, even though the K8 form from 11, 24, 21 for the development of the drug, right? So you see kind of what the hangup is. So then I'm thinking, well, if this is just no more than, what is this saying? We've looked at this before because this is exactly the same on the PulmoHeal, but it's basically 500 milligrams Artemisnin annua capsules. So I said, well, there's other places you can get this. For example, Artemisnin 450 milligrams Artemisnin annua, and I'll just show you here. We'll pull it up, and this is going to pull up on Shop Human X. You can find this at Walmart. You can find this on this same product on Amazon. So go check it out if you don't believe me. But what is it selling for? $30. Yeah, it's like, okay, so what? Like, why would I take PulmoHeal for 42 if I can get this for $30? There's nothing, in my mind that's, that spectacular. So then I went back and I want to look, okay, what was the marketing pitch that they kind of gave us in some of their literature? And we're under the ArtiVeda. So remember, this is the same as the Arti-shield. Arti-shield and ArtiVeda are the same thing. It's the Artemisnin capsules. If they brand it in India, it's going to be called ArtiVeda. If they brand it outside of India, it's going to be called Arti-shield. Okay, remove that. So anyway, so let's look at this. The product ArtiVeda is formulated plant extract of the indigenous plant Artemisnia, known in Sanskrit as this. ArtiVeda is the first Ayurvedic drug against COVID-19 through the TGF-beta inhibition. ArtiVeda is expected to be effective through the entire infection cycle. Active component of ArtiVeda has been identified as Artemisnin. Well, this is nothing that special. You can get this from these people, from these people. You can get it from anybody. So why should I buy it from? And of course, this is not new. This has been used in China for thousands of years. Of course, there's many people that have it in India. India is not, if you've never been there, there's so many people that it's not like you're going to be able to just control the masses. It's really difficult. It feels a little bit like the wild, wild west to me when I went there. It was just like, there's so many people. It's such a vast landscape. It's like without massive amounts of technology, it's not China. without like massive amounts of technology everywhere, there's no way you're going to be able to control like stuff that's, like stolen or ripped off, or, anything that has to do with, copywritten or any of those types of things. Like this is going to be everywhere. That was my take on it. And so, okay, so then if theirs is better, then what's better about it? Through proprietary GMP, this is their Gold Mountain partner. It's a joint venture that they have. Quality extraction and manufacturing process, the Artemisnin extract was rendered active against SARS-CoV-2 with robust safety index greater than 100. Ratio of non-specific cell kill versus viral kill. Other extracts have a safety index of less than 10. So that's what they're trying to pitch us on. Now, if that was like the linchpin or the thing that everything hinged upon, I would certainly want to see more information. It says testing was performed at the US NIAID core viral laboratory. Where's that information, right? If your Artemisnin is so much better, if your extraction and quality manufacturing process is of such a higher quality that you're going to be able to beat out all these other people they've gotten to the market first, right? They've gotten to the market first. And then the price point is higher, definitely here for what these folks are trying to sell for. Now they have a bunch of grocery stuff, beverages, personal care. They even had I think it was like $30 for a bottle of multivitamins, the Centrum Silver. So it's like these prices are very, very high. In India, we saw that you could buy it for $12 US, so $42 in the United States. It is high. I would say it's high. But again, going back, the product is protected by a patent portfolio of over 15 international patents by Maytion's R&D. I don't know what the heck is a patent portfolio. Like we have a lot of patents on all types of different things, and this happens to be one of them. So this plus 14 other things, and that's our patent portfolio. Yeah, I don't know. Like, because you're using the term humanitarian effort or whatever, and then because it's like this isn't very convincing that this particular product, PulmoHeal by Windlas, is so much better. You see it, PulmoHeal is so much better, and you can really see it. It's it's hard to see here, but it is the Artemisnin annua extract capsule, just as it says here. Artemisnin annua is just a plant from which Artemisnin is derived. So there's a lot of different variations of this plant, of course, just like you can have different kinds of elms or oaks or different kinds of, all kinds of different trees. So the mechanism of action against COVID-19 has been confirmed in 5 key peer-reviewed international scientific medical publications. And I went looking at that because they mentioned sometimes that they did some work with the University of Utah State in the United States. And so I went looking for that on Google Scholar. And it's true, like there's many papers. It's not difficult to find people that have tried to use malaria drugs, which this has been used for a long time, malaria and other things, leprosy, digestive tract problems. So it wasn't hard to find papers that kind of supported the idea of using Artemisnin. And in fact, I want to show you one of them to just demonstrate some of its properties. Not really because I think that this is a quality investment, but it might be something nice just on your personal health to go down to the local store and pick something up. Because as far as I can tell, is this, safety index greater than 100 that they're claiming really that much better than what you may get? I mean, what if yours has 75? It's not like it's going to list it on the packaging, or what if yours has 125? Even better. But they just happen to find some of the lower performers. I mean, that could totally be the case. I mean, we don't know. I don't know. I haven't been able to find it. So that's why I'm kind of saying, I think for me, it's time to sell out and do something else with that money. But it is interesting. It's designed to target multiple viral threats, included COVID-19, by suppressing both viral replication and clinical symptoms that arise from viral infection. A phase 4 trial looking at ArtiVeda and COVID-19 is ongoing in India and globally. We're expecting the product to be a cost-effective prophylactic suitable for global deployment. And it's true. I mean, we've looked at their investor presentation. We know that they're running it in South America, so multiple countries. But it doesn't seem like it was really that much better. Okay, so for example, this is an Elsevier. This is a great journal, but current understanding of potential therapeutic options to combat COVID-19. This is August of 2020. Yes, so this is actually 9.2. So antimalarial drugs inhibit SARS-CoV-2 infections. And you can just see, if you come down here, they talk about hydroxychloroquine. Further, the combination approach along with other antiviral drugs may be designed to evaluate the efficacy. Other antimalarial drugs such as artesunate and artisone are found to be effective against human cytomegaloviruses. But effect of these compounds on SARS-CoV-2 needs to be evaluated. Moreover, the severe inflammation cytokine storm observed in multiple organs may be curtailed by chloroquine due to its immunomodulatory effects. Okay, so there's one look. NUI drugs to be taken as juice along with this other, I don't know, approach. I'm not sure what this is, but the common name, common sagewort, Artemisia absinthe. So similar, same family. So this is the significance of Artemisia vulgaris, common mugwort in the history of medicine and possible contemporary applications substantiated by photochemical and pharmacological studies. So they're going to look at the history and all kinds of stuff about what this is and what's been used for, what's been, ancient Rome, ancient India, Chinese, Hindu, European medicines. So biological activities of extracts confirmed by scientific research. So one, you have an antioxidant effect. This is very important. This is why people are wanting to take a lot of NAC to combat the ROS. So this is reactive oxygen species. And then the reperfusion injury that we've talked about before on the channel. This is when like blood is, oxygen is not around some cells or some tissue. And then when you bring it back in, you have reperfusion damage. So basically it means that the root extract showed a significant lipid profile normalizing activity. So cholesterol, some of these other things that helps your body looks like to regulate. So this is basically protecting you from liver inflammation. Okay, so what is this? It basically means it causes some of the muscles and like the trachea and the digestive system to relax if they're overstimulated or, okay, so then bronchodilatory effects. So right to dilate, right to open up, and then broncho airway. So pharmacologically promising for the treatment of airway disorders. Okay, so analgesic means the reduction of pain. Okay, so cytotoxic effect. I think this has to do with, your body wants to be able to destroy certain cells like cancer cells or other cells. That's an important part of your immune response. And so basically it improves that or helps that. Antifungal and antibacterial activities. COVID isn't really an antifungal, nor is it a bacterial disease, but anti-inflammatory effect. Now, this is a big one because a lot of people, the stage one is the viral replication, but the second phase is the cytokine storm, where you have inflammation of the lungs and all these other parts of your body. And so being able to basically modulate the immune response to keep the cytokine storm, the IL-6 out to all those ILs and all the other stuff that we looked at, it helps, which is good. Okay, so inflaminic is the ability to basically destroy parasites, anti-insecticidal or insecticidal activity. So that's the end of the list, but that's like 16 different functions that it has as a drug. So no wonder it's been used for millennia. And is it, convincing? Yeah, it is convincing. It is convincing that it could work, that it could help in some of the anti-inflammation side of things, some of the antiviral side of things. That's great. But is it really something that they have taken to the next level? I don't think so. I don't see it. Even if you believe that they are going to do something really revolutionary, they still need to get a lot of people through this. They're at 120 patients. They want to enroll 3,000 patients in their WHO trial. They were asking for donations in order to get it done back last year. So for me, I'm out. I'm out. It may be the wrong decision. It might be the wrong play, but I'm going to try to average down a little bit and then get out of this thing altogether. So that is my take. If you have something that says otherwise, why this had some record-breaking ability and that or if you find this safety index that they were talking about, the SI of over 100 compared to some of these other things, sure, I'd love to see it. Really, really would love to see it. But it's like, As far as I can tell, I haven't been able to find it. So this is what I'm talking about here, the safety index of less than 10 for other extracts, and then the one for ArtiVeda, the product being developed by Oncotelic, has a safety index greater than 100. Show me the money, and maybe I'll come back to your stock. So that's what I'm looking for. That's my take on it. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.